So I just want to acknowledge that there is a lot of beauty and there's a lot of advantages in being in a relationship. But there's also a lot of advantages and there's beauty in being single, the singleness. And when Isaac asked me to speak on this topic, what came to me is single is not a problem to be solved. So, oftentimes I'm asked, why is a beautiful and intelligent woman like you not in a relationship? Why aren't you married? And it's asked as if it's a problem to be solved. And my answer is always, I'd rather marry long than wrong. You know, there are a lot of relationships that they seem beautiful on the outside, but inside there's brokenness.
Wow.
And so I see singleness as an opportunity. So what opportunity is that? When I've wrapped it around the word single, I'm going to explain an acronym, I'm going to break it down. Okay? So bear with me, I've got 5 minutes, I'm going to rush through this. Or I'll have Isaac's eyes on me. So S is for self-exploration. Okay? Oftentimes, it can be perceived as a problem when it's fueled by discomfort of being with yourself. And the thing is, how can you be in a relationship with another person if you're not happy with being with yourself? Okay, the Bible tells us to love your neighbor as you love yourself. And so it's a time for you to explore your spiritual growth and to really love yourself. The thing is, when God created us, He didn't create counterfeit. He created an original. And you can't add anything to that which is already perfect. So when you go through your spiritual growth, it's really an undoing. It's letting go of the filters that tell you that you're less than perfect and how God actually sees you. So I see myself as a walking trophy. Like and that leads into my identity. God said, I'm wonderfully made. You're wonderfully made. He said, you're very good. He stamped His approval on you. You're unique. There's no one that can rival your uniqueness. And it's not about seeking your validation through the validation of a man. You are not your relationship status. Your self-worth is not through the eyes of a man. Or a woman. You know what it is? I'm accustomed to speaking to women, so apologies for that. And the N is for no. No is a powerful word. We don't use it often enough. And it's no to the violation of your boundaries. Understanding what your boundaries are and the implementation of them. Because your boundaries preserve your self-worth. Because oftentimes you can cave into another person's expectations and not your own. Cave into someone else's standards and not your own. And that disallows you from being true to you. So, self-worth doesn't come from a ring on your finger. And the G is for giving. This is, you can't give from an empty cup. You have to fill your cup up. You know? And sometimes we want to hear from another, oh, I want you to celebrate me. You know, well done. We want to hear well done from others. Why not well done yourself? Why not celebrate you? To yourself. You have to learn how to teach people to treat you. Yes? And the L is the opposite of abundance. We're human beings, we can fall into a lack mindset. And we focus on what we don't have as opposed to what we do have. But the thing is, whatever you give your faith to, you will attract. You know, Matthew 13:12 says, "For to the one who has, more will be given. But from the one who has not, even what he has will be taken away." So what that's actually saying is that there is a law that if you feel that you have, then by law more will be given to you.
Amen.
However, if you feel that you have not, that what you have will be taken away. So as a single woman, if you're focusing on, well, I don't have a relationship, what have you essentially lost? You've lost that connection with yourself. You've abandoned yourself because you're over here focusing on what you don't have. And so what you'll actually lose is the relationship that you have with yourself. And we have to walk in the energy of that love that we have for ourselves. And the last is equipped. Equipped, understanding that you are perfectly packaged for your purpose.
Amen. Amen.
Understanding that God predestined you for your purpose.
Amen.
And you have to walk in the energy of that. You know, an avocado tree comes from the seed of an avocado. A rose bush comes from the seed of a rose bush. You're a seed and you're emerging. So it's very much important about cultivating the environment that you're emerging from. And so being single allows you to do that. So love being single. God knows your purpose, trust in the process, and when it's time. Thank you.